Grand Admiral Carax of the Ninth Supremacy Fleet tapped a claw on the armrest. The sound a sharp click against the polished chrome. "One shuttle," he snorted, his multifaceted eyes fixed on the bridge hollow where a tiny, insignificant blip represented the incoming human vessel. "They dare send a diplomatic box to answer our ultimatum? Primitive mammals, record this moment. The concordance will teach the galaxy how swiftly obedience is learned." Around him, officers smirked, their various tails flicking with anticipation. A silent symphony of smug superiority. No one scanned beyond the scheduled vector. Why bother? The humans had promised a lone envoy, a simple ambassador in a glorified lifeboat. Then the star went out. Carax had demanded unconditional surrender within a single rotation, threatening to glass Earth's fledgling colonies, turning vibrant worlds into barren rock. His battle group, 20 crystal-carved dreadnoughts, each 3 kilometers of mirrored plating, hung above the russet moon of Vekos like a pride of apex predators, glinting ominously in the system's light. Intelligence reports had been clear. Sol's combined tonnage couldn't possibly match even a single Vekos destroyer. So, when a lone blip finally registered at the edge of the system, the tactical AI confidently tagged it Shuttle and dimmed the alert lights, almost as an afterthought. The Admiral, supremely confident, opened the hailing channel. "Transmit your capitulation, humans," he commanded, his voice dripping with condescension. Static answered. A second blip then appeared, then a third, until the sensors, now screaming, finally coalesced into one impossible word: continent. Something truly enormous slid between them and their star, eclipsing light across half the fleet, casting vast, cold shadows. Captain Elena Chun watched the alien flagship fade into a stark silhouette from the Leviathan's forward deck. 47 kilometers of layered armor, a composite of woven graphene, neutron weave, and a photon-drinking coat, stretched behind her like a mobile continent, a silent testament to human ingenuity and stubborn resolve. The ship's AI, its voice calm and synthesized, whispered range figures, enemy hulls at 200 clicks, targeting solutions locked. Elena keyed into the fleet-wide channel, her voice betraying not a hint of the enormity of the situation. "Gentlemen, they expected a shuttle. Let's disappoint them." On every alien bridge, across the entire Supremacy fleet, screens suddenly filled with a single terrifying image. The Leviathan's prow opening, emitter petals blooming wider than their largest city, revealing an unimaginable maw of power. Somewhere in the Vekos formation, a junior officer, his voice a barely audible whisper of pure terror, croaked, "That's not a shuttle, that's a star killer." Carax barked for shields, but it was a purely ceremonial command, a desperate reflex. Sensor officers already saw their doom, a fate written in the very fabric of spacetime. The human battleship's sheer mass shadow bent local gravity. Escape vectors folded into impossible closed loops. Then came the demonstration shot. A pencil-thin lance of pure gravitic shear lanced across 200,000 kilometers of empty space, kissed a lifeless asteroid, and instantly turned the massive rock into glittering plasma. Not a single explosion, just pure, elegant physics. No warhead, no blast ring, just physics obeying human math. The Admiral felt his crest flatten against his skull, a primal, involuntary reaction to overwhelming power. His empire fielded planet-cracking bombs, yet none so elegant, so utterly precise. On open hailing frequencies, Captain Chen's calm, measured voice filled alien bridges, devoid of threat or bluster, simply stating facts. "Supremacy Fleet, you demanded surrender. We decline. Leave the system within 1 hour or orbit it forever as alloy clouds." No threats of torture, no bombastic declarations, just arithmetic and a deadline. Inside the Leviathan's mess hall, ensigns cheered, a cacophony of youthful exuberance, but Elena muted the channel and stared at a small, worn photo of her daughter, smiling brightly from a Luna colony backdrop. She hadn't come to conquer. She had come to keep that small hand safe, to protect that future. The Concordants, in their endless pursuit of power and prestige, never understood that motive. They bred warriors for status, for glory. Humans built warships for love, for survival. That fundamental difference, defense, not prestige, fueled every deck plate humming beneath her boots. Outwardly, the aliens saw only raw, terrifying power. Inwardly, humanity carried the deep, collective memories of every genocide narrowly avoided, every invasion repelled by sheer, raw ingenuity. The Concordance measured strength in hull numbers, in fleet tonnage. Earth measured it in an unshakable resolve to guard a cradle. For the first time, Carax tasted the flavor of a fear older than his own civilization. The terrifying possibility that history's footnotes, the species deemed insignificant, could rewrite the entire textbook. 58 minutes later, the Supremacy fleet broke orbit, their drives flaring like frightened fireflies scattering into the void. Not a single shot was fired. The Leviathan held the high ground, literally and gravitationally, an immovable monument to human defiance. Carax, his pride shattered, filed a report stripped of all arrogance. Humanity fields a vessel exceeding combined Concordance tonnage. Recommend immediate reclassification from emerging species to apex contingency. Diplomatic approach must recalibrate. On Earth, news feeds exploded with national pride, a wave of jubilation, but Admiralty comms remained muted, their conversations hushed and strategic. They knew the galaxy had only glimpsed one card in humanity's hand, a single, powerful declaration. If you felt that jolt of pride when the star went dark, smash like, hit subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next time humanity flips the board. Comments below. What should Captain Chun demand when the Concordance crawls back to the negotiating table? Back aboard the Leviathan, Elena closed her log. They expected a shuttle, she murmured, her voice soft. And they found the measure of human stubbornness forged into hull metal. Someday, perhaps, the Concordance will finally learn that when you threaten Earth, you don't get diplomats. You get the species that turned extinction events into engineering challenges and built a 47-kilometer reminder. Because the galaxy promised humanity a choice. Surrender quietly or speak with thunder. We chose thunder.